Diddy got locked up, Meek Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your butthole received.
Orlando Brown just dropped the most explosive and disgusting bombshell in entertainment history, and what he's revealing about Diddy's freak-off parties is about to send shockwaves through Hollywood that will never recover. We're not talking about just wild nights and embarrassing footage anymore. We're talking about a full-blown health crisis involving STDs that allegedly infected some of the biggest names in the industry. I'm about to show you the exact names Orlando Brown is calling out, including audio evidence of Meek Mill in a compromising position with Diddy, video footage of Will Smith that nobody wanted you to see, and medical allegations about a certain mega superstar that could end careers forever. Federal agents found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil during their raid, but zero protection or safety equipment, which proves these parties were biological disasters waiting to happen. Orlando Brown has receipts, medical evidence is surfacing, and the celebrities involved are staying suspiciously silent. The health scare involves HIV, herpes, and a cover-up that goes deeper than anyone realized. Hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on, because this story is exploding and the celebrities involved are doing everything they can to bury this information before it goes mainstream.
Talking to code. No, nigga. I said I'm not giving my asshole up. That's not a code. Ain't no code to that. I'm not bending on even no couches. Y'all niggas ain't running up my asshole. Ain't no studio for me to go go get raped and be looking like somebody's funny. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. None of that shit.
Orlando Brown has been the most consistent and fearless voice exposing the dark side of Diddy's empire, but what he's revealing now goes beyond anything before. While other celebrities stay silent and protect their careers, Orlando has been consistently dropping truth bombs, proving he witnessed things most people only heard whispers about. Orlando's STD allegations are dangerous because he's not throwing out random accusations for attention. This man has been describing the same patterns for years, long before the federal investigation began. When everyone called him crazy, Orlando was detailing specific incidents, naming specific people, and describing health risks now being backed up by federal evidence. Orlando's credibility comes from his consistency. He's been saying the same things about Diddy's parties, celebrity involvement, and health risks since way before it was profitable to attack Diddy. That's not someone making things up for clout. That's someone who witnessed traumatic events and has been trying to warn people for years. What makes Orlando's testimony powerful is that he's naming names without fear of legal consequences. If these celebrities were innocent, they would be filing defamation lawsuits. Instead, they're staying silent and hoping this story disappeared. When federal agents raided Diddy's properties, they discovered evidence that makes Orlando Brown's STD allegations not just believable, but inevitable. Over 1,000 bottles of baby oil were confiscated, but according to the official inventory, there was absolutely no evidence of protection or safety measures during these alleged freak-off sessions. Think about what this means. If you're hosting parties with multiple participants and sexual activities with 1,000 bottles of lubricant, the complete absence of safety equipment shows total disregard for everyone's health. This isn't just negligent. This is criminally reckless behavior that created perfect conditions for STD transmission. The raid also uncovered evidence of coercion, blackmail, and intimidation tactics used to keep participants silent. This explains why victims stayed quiet and why the health crisis Orlando describes was able to spread without anyone speaking out.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
The first name Orlando Brown mentioned wasn't random, it was calculated and devastating. Usher's connection to Diddy goes back to when he was just 13 years old, and when you examine their relationship through Orlando's STD allegations, patterns emerge that nobody wanted to acknowledge. Usher's descriptions of living with Diddy have always been uncomfortable, but they take on different meanings considering Orlando's health allegations. When Usher told Howard Stern that Diddy's house was a very curious environment and he would never let his children experience that, those weren't words describing normal mentorship. Here's where Orlando's allegations become truly disturbing. Usher has been involved in multiple lawsuits involving STD transmission as an adult. 2 different women have sued him for allegedly giving them herpes without disclosure. If Orlando is right about Diddy being an infection source, it would explain how Usher might have been exposed during his childhood stay. The timeline is sickening when you think about it. Usher lived with Diddy as a minor, witnessed things that made him warn other parents away, then later faced legal issues for allegedly transmitting STDs. Orlando's allegations suggest this might might not be a coincidence.
Could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Jaguar Wright's explosive claims about Diddy having HIV aren't random accusations. They're specific allegations from an industry insider claiming direct knowledge of medical information that could destroy careers and end lives. When she said Diddy has been living with it for years, she was making a medical claim that can be verified through records. What makes Jaguar Wright's allegations terrifying? She claims there's a list of about 20 other men in the industry who got infected through Diddy. She said she's saving this list for her show, but described it as bigger than folks realize. If she's telling the truth, we're talking about a widespread health crisis covered up by the most powerful people in entertainment. The significance of HIV allegations versus other STDs cannot be overstated. While herpes is manageable, HIV is potentially life-threatening and requires ongoing medical treatment. If Diddy was HIV positive and engaging in unprotected activities with multiple partners, everyone involved could be facing a death sentence. Orlando Brown's allegations about Meek Mill weren't just based on rumors. They were backed up by leaked audio that allegedly captured Meek and Diddy in an intimate situation. When this audio hit the internet after Diddy's arrest, it confirmed everything Orlando had been saying about their relationship being more than professional collaboration. Meek Mill's response was telling. Instead of denying the authenticity or explaining context, he offered $100,000 for an investigation into who leaked it. That's not the response of someone who knows evidence is fake. That's someone trying to control damage. Orlando Brown wasn't impressed by Meek's damage control. His response was brutal.
Man, look, you can't take back what your butthole received.
Orlando was suggesting that if Meek was involved in unprotected activities with someone infected, the damage is permanent. The video evidence alongside the audio was even more damaging. Footage of Meek calling Diddy daddy on vacation, wearing matching outfits, sharing intimate spa moments, all painting a picture of a relationship far beyond business partnership. Then there is Will Smith. Orlando says Will's name too, said he got down with Diddy, might even be infected.
The Will Smith, you ain't heard the Will Smith footage?
Yeah,
I heard about Will Smith. Then they got the Carl Winslow.
I don't have shit to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all that meetings. Stop all that bullshit. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own shit. Don't be putting me in other people's bullshit. None of that stupid shit. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil.
Orlando Brown's mention of Will Smith caught everyone off guard, but evidence suggests this connection runs deeper and darker than anyone wanted to admit. The allegations about Will Smith's involvement with Diddy aren't new. They've been circulating in industry circles for years, but nobody had courage to address them publicly until Orlando started naming names. Will Smith's response to these allegations was swift but unconvincing. His denial during a comedy show in San Diego felt more like damage control than genuine outrage. He said, "I don't have anything to do with Puffy," but his delivery was nervous and defensive rather than confident and angry. What makes Will Smith's situation concerning is his recent erratic behavior and public meltdown. The Oscar slap incident, emotional interviews, and obvious psychological distress could all be explained by the kind of trauma and health concerns Orlando is describing. And we can't leave out YK Osiris. The guy was out here living it up on beachside getaways with Diddy, posting vids of Diddy shirtless swimming around. Then, boom, next slide. Osiris getting a naked massage, munching on fruit, and vibing to a Diddy track like it's all just another Tuesday. Osiris represents the most tragic example of what Orlando Brown is describing. This young artist's public meltdown, suicidal statements, and complete psychological breakdown take on different meaning when viewed through potential STD exposure and resulting trauma. The evidence of YK Osiris's intimate involvement with Diddy is undeniable and disturbing. The shirtless beach photos, naked massage videos, social media posts showing them in compromising positions, all suggesting a relationship far beyond professional mentorship. What makes this heartbreaking is how YK Osiris's mental health completely collapsed after these interactions. YK Osiris's suicidal statements on Instagram Live become even more disturbing considering Orlando's STD allegation. If this young man contracted a life-threatening disease during his time with Diddy, it would explain both his mental health crisis and his desperation.
What the fuck you made my name up for?
Fuck all that shit, man. Like, nigga, like, I just wanna die. That's what I wanna fucking die. That's what I wanna do. I wanna just crash out right now and just like this, like, fuck life. I swear to God.
Orlando Brown's allegations aren't limited to male celebrities. He's also named several women who allegedly paid the ultimate price for their involvement with Diddy's contaminated circle. Kim Porter's sudden death becomes infinitely more suspicious when viewed through Orlando's health allegation. Sources claim her real autopsy report shows she was HIV positive at death, raising horrifying questions about how she contracted the virus and whether Diddy was responsible. J-Lo's name being on Orlando's list is particularly significant because of her long history with Diddy. If she was exposed to STDs during their time together, it could explain some health and personal issues she's faced over the years. But the most devastating case is Cassie, whose lawsuit against Diddy included detailed allegations about being forced to participate in sexual activities with male escorts. If Orlando's allegations are true, these weren't just traumatic psychological experiences, they were potentially life-threatening medical exposure. And you can't forget French Montana. According to Orlando, this dude has been rocking with Diddy heavily for years, and the evidence is impossible to ignore.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
That birthday celebration clip shows them both oiled up with Diddy looking like he was celebrating more than just French Montana's special day. What makes this footage particularly disturbing is how intimate and sexual the interaction appeared, with both men shirtless and covered in what looks suspiciously like the same baby oil federal agents found over 1,000 bottles of during their raid. Orlando's inclusion of French Montana isn't random. It's based on years of documented evidence showing their relationship goes far beyond professional collaboration. The birthday video that went viral shows Diddy singing to French Montana while they're both half naked and oiled up, creating an atmosphere that looks more like foreplay than friendship. If Orlando's health allegations are accurate, French Montana's intimate involvement with Diddy could have left him with permanent consequences that explain his desperate need to stay silent. What makes Orlando Brown's allegations so dangerous is that STD status can't be hidden through legal threats. Medical records create permanent paper trails accessible to law enforcement with proper warrants. Federal investigators can subpoena medical records and prescription databases, potentially verifying whether celebrities Orlando is naming have been treated for STDs. This evidence can't be bought or covered up through PR campaigns. Orlando Brown's explosive revelations have exposed one of entertainment's biggest health scandals. From Usher to Meek Mill, Will Smith to French Montana to YK Osiris, these careers may never recover. When investigators subpoena medical records, the truth about Diddy's mansion will destroy decades-built reputation. Subscribe because more evidence is coming and celebrities will scramble to save their careers. Drop a comment. Is Orlando exposing the truth or destroying innocence? Smash that like button if this was valuable. This isn't just about STDs. This is about justice for victims suffering in silence while abusers profit.